There are a number of reasons why we need to measure performance and productivity within the warehouse. We measure because we need to ensure customer satisfaction, ensure that there is a culture of continuous improvement, discover potential issues before they become major problems, train staff in the right areas, and sometimes reward. Unless we measure our performance against our customers' expectations and continually improve on that performance, we are not only in danger of losing our customers, but will also incur additional costs. We should measure four areas within the warehouse: reliability, flexibility, cost, and asset utilization. Reliability includes on-time delivery, fill rates, and accuracy. Order cycle time is probably the best measure of flexibility as it covers all aspects of the customer order process. How we handle the order initially, whether we have the stock available, how quickly we can process the order through the warehouse, and finally, how quickly we can deliver it to the customer. Cost measurements include cost as a percentage of sales and productivity against labor hours. Asset utilization will include the efficient use of warehouse space, handling equipment, staff, and storage equipment. Warehouse utilization is normally measured in the amount of floor space utilized. However, it is more realistic to measure the cubic utilization of the building. Some other companies will look at the number of pallet locations utilized against the total number of locations available. In order to ensure that you provide your customers with the service they require, you need to understand your customers' requirements both as whole and individually, and secondly, the limitations you have within your company and operations. One of the main things to understand is that in terms of performance measures, you need to monitor performance against the criteria that are important to your customers and monitor performance against the criteria that are important to you. The best measures, therefore, are those that are aligned to and governed by the customer expectations. However, they also need to be aligned with your company's resources. There is a need to balance the level of customer service with the cost of providing that service. The cost of providing a given service is markedly higher the nearer it reaches the perfect service, or 100%. For example, 100% next day on time in full may only be achieved by having sufficient inventory to satisfy every customer's needs, and every order that leaves the building would need to be doubled or triple checked for accuracy. The cost of an increasing service from 95% to 100% will be far greater than an increase from 70 to 80%. Productivity is part of the overall performance. Productivity outputs, such as goods and services produced in relation to inputs, include labor and handling equipment. The key to running an efficient warehouse is to make the best use of those inputs. The essence of productivity measurement is the recording and analysis of the time it takes to perform each handling movement within the warehouse. This seems to be a daunting task. However, if you are continually improving the operations, you need to be able to measure it accurately. Not only do you need to measure each activity, but also measure it at different times of the day and undertaken by different people. The task, of course, is a lot easier if you are using the technology such as voice or radio data terminals, where the system can log start and finish times. This technology can record all the movements and tasks performed by operators in the warehouse, providing reports that the warehouse manager can use to assess and improve performance. When measuring these activities, you also need to take into account the preparation time, human factors, mechanical factors, and operational factors. These can be a significant percentage of the time taken to undertake tasks. The crucial factor in any form of productivity or performance measurement is to ensure the cooperation of staff. The staff need to know how the measurements are being derived and why they are important. They must be made aware of the reasons behind the measurements, what the information will be used for, and that they will also become beneficiaries for an improved operation. Finally, you need to decide whether the measures are individual or taken on a group basis.